To you live on 88.1 WHPR. Every Sunday, 10 a.m. Eastern Time. Live call-in numbers 313-868-3688 or 313-868-0331. Also with live streaming at FM881WHPR.com. See our past shows at DetroitSportsJersey.com. And now, ladies and gentlemen, straight sports talk. No professionals here. Here's your host, Will, with co-host Mr. DC.
Welcome to Detroit Sports Jersey. I'm your host, Will. Sunday, March the 9th, 2014. DC, what's going on with you?
What's up, Will? How are you?
Late saving time. How you feeling this morning? An hour early.
I was thrown off this morning. I was like, oh man, am I late or what? I was thrown off this morning.
You know what kills me about daylight saving time? When I used to work in the factory, right? Okay, we off on the weekend. We might work some Saturdays. But Sundays we off. People rolling in there Monday. They didn't know. Come on, my man. You went all day Sunday without knowing what time it was. All day Sunday. You never knew the time.
They didn't even bother to look at the time. They thought the time was the regular time. Like, no, it's not. You got to move it forward or move it back.
All right. We just going to do well, Carl, on here. All right. So what we're going to do, we're going to take a quick commercial break, come back, and I want to discuss this situation going up at the Palace with live call-in number 313-868-3688 or 313-868-0331. We're talking about this Isaiah Thomas might be running the Pistons, and we'll get off into that. I'm going to give you my thoughts, and DC going to give his, and we'll be back, and we'll talk about your Detroit Pistons.
Detroit Sports Jersey is sponsored by Wellcard Health. Wellcard Health is the premier medical discount program. It offers discounts on doctor, dental, and vision visits, prescriptions, pet medications, diabetic care, lab tests and imaging, and much more. Wellcard Health is accepted at CVS, Walmart, Walgreens, and more. For more information, 800-285-5941 or www.consumerhealthresources.com.
All right, welcome back to Detroit Sports Jersey. Sitting up here with DC. I'm your host, Will. DC, last week, big talk up at the Palace that they might bring in Isaiah Thomas. Two-time champs back-to-back with the Pistons. Has little success.
He was good in the college.
He won a championship with Indiana, but we're talking about the business side.
Oh, well, he ain't coming here to play. No, he's not coming here to play. But he got FIU on the. He put FIU on the map.
Yeah, but I'm sorry to tell you, in 2009 to 2012, DC only went 26 and 65. He put him on the map just because of his name.
Yeah,
he didn't do too good there. He was in charge of the CBA at the time.
Was he in charge of the Knicks too?
Yeah, he ran the Knicks for a minute. Let me see what we got here. Yeah, he ran he worked for the Pacers. 2000. He was the head coach for the Indiana Pacers from 2000 2003.
They didn't have a good season then.
The CBA, he ran that into the ground. They went bankrupt. The Continental Basketball Association. He ran that from 98 to 2000. Well, see, y'all know that now as the development league. So NBA started their own league. So your thoughts of bringing he's a TV analyst now for NBA TV. Great player. I love Isaiah.
I like Isaiah Thomas.
You think he should give him a shot here? Come in and replace his boy Joey D?
Yeah.
Joey D gonna step down because he tired of
Joey D ain't doing his thing.
Criticism. We tired of that garbage you putting out there on the floor.
Overpaying
people.
I would like to see Isaiah Thomas. I would like to see Isaiah Thomas in the GM because it'll be a new face.
I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I don't think this team know what they're doing. Let me see here. The last time Tom Gores, the owner of the coach, was seen in public was 2000. Let Let me see. When was this? In 2014? Hold on, wait a minute. Early February. He hasn't been seen since early February, since he fired Mo Cheeks. This is the owner, my man. Where you at?
He hiding.
You can forget about Phil, because according to Phil Jackson, according to reports, he going to the Knicks, which you know is a good thing to me, because I wouldn't come in. This is garbage, man. I mean, like I said, this has to be the worst ownership in Detroit right now.
Yeah, I think it is.
You know, I mean, this owner, I mean, he's known, like I said, for getting companies that's in struggling financial situations, tearing them down, gutting them, and building them back up. But I don't think he know what he's doing here. I think he just bought this team just to say he on an NBA team.
I mean, you never know. Like you say, he like to take teams and build them from the ground up. So that's probably what he's doing.
I mean, you fire your head coach 50 games.
Yeah, he did fire. That was a bad
into
call
the season.
Right there. Yeah,
50 games.
You should at least waited till the end of the season to fire him.
And the guy that's coaching now, he's not going to, let's keep it real, he's not going to be there. If he do, how long is he going to be there?
At the same time, Lil Cheeks was there.
You're not going to get...
At the same time, they're going to fire him right before the All-Star break. Like, yeah,
they're not going to get
no
great players to come here, man, with that garbage. Now, you can build around Andre Drummond. You can build, he's a great player.
Yeah, he's a good player.
You know, I like Monroe in the beginning, but he's done got slow, and sometimes he has his, you know, good games and bad up and down games. But it's not like they have a bad squad. They just don't know what to do with the squad that they have.
Right,
Josh Smith shooting threes like he doing layups. He's shooting from the popcorn concession stand.
He like Rasheed when Rasheed was here.
He need to get down and post up.
Josh ain't no post player though.
He's not no 3-point shooter either.
Yeah,
he's not no 3-point. I'm sorry.
I don't know what they gonna do with Josh Smith. My opinion, they should have never brought him here.
See, and that's the point. That's why there's no more true dominant big man. The big men want to be guards now. They want to shoot.
Because most of the big men, they like what, 6'10". Ain't none of them 7 feet no more.
Who's posting?
Nobody.
What, Dwight Howard? But he don't have no post move.
And my man from Indiana.
Oh, Roy Hibbert?
Roy Hibbert.
Okay. I mean, it might be a few, but the dominant.
Oh,
like you hear about, back in the day, you hear about Shaq, Ewing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Charles
Green. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's no more dominant player than centers. Shaq was the last dying breed.
That he was. I mean, I don't know.
I mean, you got some that post up. I'm talking about dominant. Down there every night grinding.
No, ain't no dominant.
No, because everybody's shooting fadeaways and threes. You got a center is 7 foot. He want to step out behind the 3-point line.
Everybody think they want.
He want to do fadeaways.
Everybody want to be Dirk now. You know, Dirk, he a 7 footer shooting threes, so they figure, well, if Dirk can do it, I can do it too.
You know, my thing about the Isaiah situation is, why not? You don't know what you're doing anyway. You don't know what you're doing up there.
He might do a better job than Joe.
You know, that's why I said, why not? Why? And I'm gonna tell you something about Isaiah when he was in charge of the Knicks. Mm-hmm. He had some great players he brought there. Well, let me say, not great.
They were good.
Yeah, they was okay. You
they
know,
were good players.
Like Marbury, you know, at the time, you know, he was all right. He brought my man, what's the boy, the one, I can't think of his name. His face is right there. He played for Houston. Steve Francis. He came there for a minute. You know, he had some great players, man. You know, he brought some great players. But the thing with Isaiah running the team is Isaiah like to play young players.
Problem.
You know, and that's where he get into the conflicts with the owner.
Right.
He wants the young players to play. He wants to develop them right then and there.
I don't see a problem.
I don't either. I don't understand that.
That's to me. If you gonna do that, okay, fine. If it helps us win some games, do that. If you want to develop the young players some more, that's fine with me.
I guarantee you, if Isaiah was running this team now, Josh Smith wouldn't be here. Rodney Stuckey wouldn't be here.
Nah.
I guarantee you. I guarantee you that. Charlie V wouldn't be here.
I think Rodney would still be here, but he'd be.
He would have never got here.
Oh, well,
he would have never got here. He'd have never. He would have never got here.
I don't know. Rodney was a good college player when he came in. You know, Chauncey took him under his wing, so you know that was kind of.
That's another.
That was kind of.
He's still
I
in
mean,
money.
that was kind of a good thing.
What has Chauncey done since he been here? What has he done?
Has he been playing?
I seen him play the other day where they lost against Chicago.
Oh.
Where they buckled in the fourth quarter. They looked like they was little lost kids out there. But what has Chauncey done? What was the purpose of bringing him back? Mo Cheeks was a great guard with Philadelphia when he played. He could have brought these young players. I mean, if I'm not mistaken, he is the head coach.
Yeah.
He did play that position and played it well. So why do we need Chauncey?
Chauncey ain't nowhere else to go.
And you know what? Let me say something about Mo Cheeks. I did not want him to come here.
You did say that.
No, I did not want Mo Cheeks to come to Detroit, people.
You did say
Just
that.
like I didn't want Caldwell to come here. You know, this is Caldwell. I'm gonna say this, my brother. I'm gonna say this. You might not like it.
I'm rooting for him.
I'm rooting for him, but
I'm rooting for him.
I don't know if you check the history of the Detroit Lions, but every coach that coached them never ever head coach again in the league.
But see, I think it's different. He might have, if he depends on how long he coaches here. I think he will get a.
No, when the first time they have a losing season, they're gonna be calling for his head. Cause they already, let me tell you something. They already done set him up to fail. Because the thing is, let me tell you why I say that. Because when he was in the interview, and they asked him what did he want to do, Super Bowl. Oh, he's thinking too big.
What's wrong with that?
Exactly.
I don't
See right there. That's a loser's mentality.
He got 2 Super Bowl.
What else
already.
are we playing this game for but a Super Bowl? What else? What else are we playing for?
Playoffs. If I'm the Lions,
No,
playoffs.
When the season starts,
if I'm the Lions, we playing for the playoffs.
man, I'm telling you
That's
that.
what we playing for. We playing
And
for the playoffs.
fans got mad. They pissed. They upset. Because he said in the interview he wants to win a Super Bowl. And they beat that. And let me tell you something else they said too, which I have never heard. You know, any sports casters, whatever you want to call them, sports writers, I have never heard them say this until now. He has to prove himself. They will always say, good luck, hopefully he'll do good here. That's what they said about Jim Schwartz and the other ones before him. Good luck, hopefully he'll do good here. It's not a bad fit. They never ever said he has to prove himself.
How Jim Caldwell gonna prove himself when he got 2 Super Bowl rings?
I'm just letting you know. I
think, but he already proved himself. He got 2 Super Bowl rings, so there's nothing else to prove.
It's their mentality, man. I'm telling you, Detroit, they just have that.
They need a different mentality.
Only sports that they don't have a loser mentality in. Well, actually, it's 2: the Red Wings and the Tigers. Pistons, Lions. Well, I'm gonna say the Pistons don't have a loser mentality. They just have a loser making bad choices for them. But the Detroit Lions has a loser mentality, and so do their fans.
I agree.
They win 3-4 games in a row. They already got them going undefeated into the Super Bowl. And they always have a catchphrase: wait till next year. Every year you hear a loyal Detroit Lions.
most teams do say that though. Wait till next year.
No,
unlike the teams, they make it to the playoffs, and they do something in the playoffs. But unlike the Lions, they don't make it to the playoffs. So then they always got to use that line. We'll wait till next year.
If I was Sue out in Calvin, I would get out of here. I would get out of here. So if they want a Super Bowl, they must leave. They must leave now, demand a trade, take a pay cut.
Psych.
I mean, I understand, a lot of players don't do that, take the pay cut because contracts are not guaranteed in NFL. But I'm talking about strictly, if you want a Super Bowl, I tell you what, ask Cliff Avery how that worked out for him. Hello, how did that work out for Cliff? Cliff took a pay cut.
Cliff got a Super Bowl ring.
And Cliff made a difference too. Cliff wasn't just on the bench. Cliff was out there playing and made a difference in the playoff. But yeah, ask Cliff. Cliff got something that these Detroit Lions will never ever have, and that's a Super Bowl ring. They won't even make an appearance in the Super Bowl, DC.
Dang, I wouldn't say
Like,
all
they
that.
won't even make an appearance.
I wouldn't say all that, nah.
I'll put it to you like this. Before the Lions make it, you know what's going to actually have to happen? And you're right. Ownership has to change hands.
I don't know about that.
I know it'll never happen because they're going to keep that in the Ford family forever.
It's not going to happen.
Forever.
It's not going to happen.
But I don't know, man. Sue, he done filed to my agent now. You know, got him a big time agent. You know, he was going to, that was the reports, he was going to represent himself. But I guess he woke up.
Yeah.
You know, because I think that's the worst thing. I do think that's the worst thing a player could do. Because for the simple fact they have different things. And not unless you don't went to school for that and you understand. But they break these contracts down, man, to some of these players. Let's keep it real. They don't know what these contracts are saying. They don't have the education level on that. They count that type of money. That's what you seen broke, man. Come on.
Broke, yeah.
You seen broke. You know, they can't count that high.
Nah.
They can't read, you know, them type of
Numbers.
bylaws and numbers in the contracts. Because they would never talk that. All they was, and I'm not saying all players, but the majority who get ripped off are stupid. It's because they can't read. And they might can read, but they can't read well enough to protect their own property.
Because they wasn't taught in school.
Exactly.
Like that, so
They only can count, you know, I'll give you a perfect example with that Michael Vick situation. You know, when he jumped off and he, you know, that dog fight thing, and they talk about all these cars, you know, these money he owed these dealerships. I'm like, why is he owing dealerships money? Why? No, if I got that type of money, if I'm $120 million, I'm buying mine.
I'm buying mine.
Flat out. I'm not paying you no notes. If I want it, I'm going to buy.
I'm going to buy.
I could not. Then I thought to myself, I said, I know what the problem is. He don't know how to read and write like that.
Because you figure, you know, the athletes, you know, they just get off in school. They don't, you know, they don't do their homework.
I seen his agent, man. His agent told him he flew to Michael Vick flew to Phoenix to fire his agent. And his agent, before he walked out of the office, his agent told him, he said, man, you know what's gonna happen? All them people that's hanging around you, they don't have no job. Their job is to get your money, and that's what happened too. He ended up turning all his full control of his money to some Asian lady that didn't have no experience in the law, no experience in being an agent
at all.
Why would you give her all your power, your money? Why?
Like you said, they stupid.
I don't know, DC. You know, these people, these college kids, man. You know, matter of fact, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna take a quick commercial break. I saw a game yesterday, and that had some to do with the Michigan, you know, ties with Michigan, and I'm impressed with this young man. I don't think they gave him a fair shot here at Michigan to be in a University of Michigan. But I watched him yesterday. Was it yesterday? Or was it Saturday? Yeah, Saturday. Yeah, I watched him Saturday. And I was very impressed with this young man. But let's take a quick commercial break. When we come back, I'll reveal who that was.
Detroit Sports Jersey is sponsored by Wellcard Health. Wellcard Health is the premier medical discount program. It offers discounts on doctor and much more. Wellcard Health is accepted at CVS, Walmart, Walgreens, and more. For more information, 800-285-5941 or www.consumerhealthresources.com.
And yeah.
Welcome back to Detroit Sports Jersey. Let's take this call, DC. Detroit Sports Jersey, name and where you calling from.
This is the playground legend known as the Guru. I'm calling from Clinton County.
You say you calling from where?
What up, Guru?
Everything all right, everything all right. I want to give a mild shout out to Michigan.
A mild shout out.
For the Big Ten championship.
A shout out to who?
The Wolverines.
No, give them
What
okay.
you say, River Rouge?
Wolverine.
Oh, Wolverines? Yeah,
Yeah,
all them same Wolverines.
I'm gonna go out on a limb and say Michigan State don't win the Big Ten tournament.
Psych.
So wait a minute, you calling in giving a shout out to a team that you said I jinxed and they end up winning the Big Ten conference. And you said I was gonna be eating crow 2 weeks ago. How's that crow tasting over there in your mouth? Huh? Hell, how's it tasting?
Well, check it out. It ain't tasting too good, but next week the crow gonna taste good to you.
All righty, there you go again. I'm telling you, boy, the Michigan boys are playing up in Michigan.
Don't bet against Izzo when it comes to prime time basketball, G.
Oh, it's gonna be a good tournament, but I got Michigan State in the championship.
I'm telling you right now, G-Buddy, them boys are playing up there. You ain't see them. Even though they scared me last night.
He doing it with mirrors right now, G. The mirrors ain't gonna work in the tournament.
All righty, okay. We will see next week when the tournament starts. You said Michigan State going to win it all?
Michigan State don't win it all.
So who's going to win it all in the bracket?
Okay, in the NCAA tournament, you know, really, if anybody in their right mind pick one team, they're fool. This is about the most openest tournament I've seen in my lifetime. I mean, any of the top teams you pick them in is a good choice. I mean, Duke, Kansas, Arizona, Wichita State. I mean,
Man, can you turn that radio down? Can you turn that radio down for a second?
Man, I am on the job, man.
So whatever, whatever. And let me ask you something about this big freshman class that everybody hooping and hollering about. Dog, they ain't making no noise in college.
Who's freshman class?
This big freshman class supposed to be coming out for the NBA draft. You know, the Higgins, the
They ain't
Oh
doing
yeah.
it.
Well, my man ain't playing too bad for Duke though. He's pretty sharp.
Yeah, he scored 30. He's gonna put 30 on Carolina, didn't he?
And they still won.
But my thing is this, man. They all this big hoopla. You know, Kentucky got the big five. Like I said, once again, I don't see it. Ain't nobody making no noise.
I hear you.
And so I don't understand how this.
And another thing too, what do you think about teams? What they've been talking about, this teams tanking to get the lottery pick. Me myself, really, I don't really believe teams tank. And one GM came out and said, matter of fact, the guy that the Olympic crew, he said when he was GM, he didn't really tank games, but what he did was got rid of all his players. So technically he was tanking, but he called it, we're building for the future.
Tanking, man, you know, my thing is this. If you're going to cheat the fans like that and tank people to spend their hard-earned money, I think everybody should be fired and thrown off the team, for real. For real.
Yeah, but what they do is this what they do. They try to be slick, because when my man pointed this out to me, it makes sense. What teams do is, because you can't go down and tell the coach, you know, not to coach, you know. I mean, you can't tell the players not to play because, you know, their job is on the line every day they go out there. People don't understand that. You tank you, ain't no other team gonna take you. I'm talking about the coach and the players. So what they do is, they raid the roster. Look what Toronto did. Toronto got rid of everybody, but they still winning. They made them. They said, man, I know the GM and them talking about, God, Lee, what can I do? Toronto got rid of all their stars, all of them. At the beginning of the year, and look at them. They winning.
Yeah.
They're in the third spot.
Exactly.
That's what they wanted to do.
That's because most of their whole starting five is young.
Yeah, but my point being, normally when teams do that, because the GM was saying, what they do is they get rid of all the key veteran players and claim that they, you know, we rebuilding. And they use that as, that's what they do is tanking. Because it's hard to get a coach and a player, because if you start tanking and then you get that losing mentality in your franchise, it's hard to get rid of. So they can't really just tell the players and coaches to lose. They'll just take away the players from the coaches So you ain't got no choice but to lose. I mean, Chicago's another prime example. Why did they trade that? Ain't got nothing for him.
Why did they trade who?
They got rid of Luol Deng for Chicago Bulls. They doing everything in their power to make Chicago lose. Thibodeau's a good coach and he got some good players. And they just keep playing hard and keep winning.
Well, my man out there, Rose, out there campaigning for Carmelo to come there next year.
Well, can you blame him?
Yeah, him and Joakim Noah, they want him to come to Chicago.
Well, can you blame him? I mean, I want people there so I can win. You can't win without no stars, G.
Okay, can I say one thing about that? It ain't gonna matter, G. So long as LeBron healthy in the league, G, but it don't matter. That don't matter.
Yeah, but you know what that would say though? With the defense that Chicago plays, Carmelo could fit in nicely there because he's not really a good defensive player, but with a great defensive team around him, you can hide him, G. But that really would be a perfect fit for Carmelo.
Yeah.
If you think about it.
Why people talking about Lil Boosie coming back with Cole on Derrick Rose? Why?
What, you say what?
But you know who little Boosie is?
The rapper.
He just got out of jail.
Boosie, no, I don't know. I remember Boosie Collins.
You remember Bookzilla?
Guru like, no, I don't know who Lil Boosie is.
Let me ask you a question. I forgot what college this was at. I was just trying to look it up. But anyway, they ain't nowhere near the playoffs. But people was questioning the team that this is a college team. I forgot. I was just trying to look it up. But anyway, the coach got suspended for one game.
I heard that. And they made a good point. If the team was ready to make the play, because they really shouldn't even have suspended the coach.
Exactly. What's your thought about that, DC, about a coach yelling at a player and then the coach get... That's what they do.
That's what they do. How you gonna fire a coach for yelling at
him? They didn't fire him, they just suspended him.
Can I use the word ASF on the air, man?
You know, you can't use that. You say what again?
I said, can I use the word ASF? Because that's what we call him.
I mean, his dog loaded up his pistol to come hunt you down. I mean, go ahead. I mean, you can outrun a bullet.
So my point being is, they say, I mean, stuff like that they say all the time. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
I mean, come on.
Exactly.
Like they said, if they was winning and about make the tournament, he wouldn't have got fired. But I think they're 14-19.
He didn't get fired, man. He just got
suspended in one game and nothing, and all they're doing is just trying to cover their butt like, oh, we ain't tolerating that. That's what coaches do.
And see, and another reason I think they also suspended because it was caught on camera.
Oh yeah, they mentioned that too. If they wasn't on TV, then too they wouldn't have did nothing.
That's what happened to Bob Knight. Remember what happened to Bob Knight? He slapped that
Bob
player.
Knight was a little bit worse.
Yeah, but you know they still talking about Bob Knight.
Bob Knight, you can't compare that. Hey, not only should he be suspended, he should have been fired.
Bob Knight got the message across, though.
Right. He went from throwing, shoot. I mean, Ted. I mean, look at the stuff he done done.
Hey, wait. You know when I started respecting Bob Knight? When he smacked his own son or kicked him or something.
Oh, well, you tell you, if you know, I mean, you like me, man, that's the kind of coaches we come from, you know what I mean? In your face, cussing, making you do the right thing. And we was better people, you know, after sports from that, from the discipline, in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree, man, 100%, man. I agree.
And you know what they miss? Because this, and I hope the audience don't take it the wrong way, but when I was coming out, and I think it worked, you got kids got the fear for adults. You know what I'm saying? There have to be some fear factor there. Because if they don't fear you, you have no control of them.
Exactly.
That's true.
None whatsoever.
Exactly.
That's why you got kids now beating up teachers, beating their parents up. When we was coming up, I would never raise my hand at my mother and father. Now, I would walk away and mumble under my tongue, you know what I mean, what I would do. And they said, what you said, boy, slap me for even thinking about it. But these kids these days, not only, they don't do like what the parents doing, they're taking the parents to cold. I saw on TV the other day, I didn't see the finished article, an 18-year-old girl suing her parents.
Oh, they threw that out, G-Money. They threw that. Judge told her to get up out of here with that.
But it's ludicrous for you tell me, my 18-year-old, that they should have made it to court to get thrown out to make the news.
Exactly.
That's my point.
But see, the thing about
me for you 18, get your own.
But see, the thing about anybody can file a lawsuit against anything. That's one reason. I mean, you can find a lawyer had to take a lawsuit. I mean, dog, they got ambulance chasers. But see, that's one of the reasons they put these court shows on TV, because they want to show people exactly how people tie up court time and wasted court time on frivolous lawsuits.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They say that's one of the reasons they put this. Huh?
It's garbage. You suing your parents, you need 18 now.
That's because they was
really have
born
no
there.
authority over you. You really have
18, you suppose it's time for you to go.
Exactly.
If you was a bird, you'd have been pushed out the nest.
Like that. It taught you how to teach yourself how to fly.
Hey, Guru, before you go, I got one more question for you. Last week there was talk about Zeke returning and running the Pistons. Your thought?
Okay, the first thing I'm going to say with that, whoever put that rumor out just told the room. The Pistons ain't reached out to to Isaiah. If you just think about that, I already got Joey, and he's been, I wouldn't say ruined the franchise, but now he's an awards welcomer. Why would I bring another guy in that really has no great track record of being a GM? I mean, it just makes no sense at all.
I think the owner is a name chaser, a big name chaser. I think he big names like the Phil Jacksons, the Isaiah.
Yeah, but why don't they get one of them guys like that, though? Isaiah Thomas didn't splash out as a GM as a good.
You say what?
Isaiah Thomas wasn't a good GM. I mean, he's got a name, but everybody knows he wasn't a good GM.
Okay, you know what I give Isaiah credit for? He loves to play his young players, and he do go out there and try to get some name. Like he didn't do bad. I mean, it's too bad these players didn't show up for the Knicks.
Well, no, his main problem was the salary cap with the GM. Man, he was paying guys too much.
Yeah,
he drafted Stoudemire. He drafted some great guys.
Yeah, Stoudemire was like the highest point guard when he came out.
That's what I'm saying though. He drafted some good players. But Stoudemire did good in Toronto, rookie of the year, whatever.
Hell, he did great, right? He did great.
But I'm just saying, I don't think that the players here, if Isaiah was running this team, dog, I don't think the Stuckeys, the Charlie V's, and the Josh Smiths would be here.
Yeah, but he probably replaced him with the over the side. Look what he did to New York, man. He salary capped him up out the zing zang.
I mean, maybe he learned from that, but Joe ain't.
Because what you got to realize is, you got to be able to control your payroll and keep good talent. If you can't do both, you ain't I can't use you.
Well, that's what's going on.
You know what I'm saying? That's like if you have a coach, you need a coach that's good with X and O's and good at motivating the players. If you can't do both, you ain't gonna be successful. Just simple as that. I mean, right? There ain't no way around it.
I mean, yeah. I mean, that's.
Let me tell you the Lions are the prime example of bad GM. They are top heavy with 3 players. You cannot be top heavy in 3 players and expect to put a good team out on the field, man, because you're going to have too many holes.
Exactly. And next Thursday. That's when everybody hit the free agent market, off and running. Dog, Sue about to get paid.
I don't think so.
Okay, what you think? He gonna take a pay cut?
No, not take a pay cut, but the money you think he's gonna get, I really don't think he's gonna get it.
Okay, what do you
right now?
What
Let
you
me play that to you.
What
the
you think?
position he plays, Sue is the greatest defensive tackle in the game today. Without even the art. But my point is, the position of a defensive tackle is not as valuable as he is. You see what I'm saying? That you need too many other players in order to win the championship. To spend $100 million on a defensive tackle that's not going to win you a championship. When first of all, you got to have $100 million for the quarterback, and then you need another $100 million for another good offensive player, and then you got to break everything else up to get pieces around them. About draft and middle of the road free agents. I mean, if you look at the good teams, they ain't got a lot of high profile paid players. They got a lot of role players. I mean, you look at the Denvers, you look at all of them. New England, all the good teams, got a few top-notch paid players. Everybody else is through the draft, and you know what I'm saying?
Okay, let me ask you a question, UNDC. Sue, in the first 4 years of any contract in NFL history, he done made the most money out of any player in history in the first 4 years of his contract. Now, I ain't saying forever. I'm talking about the first 4 years, right?
Right.
Why would he take a pay cut?
No, he's not going to take a pay. What I'm saying is the market value doesn't determine where he goes.
Okay, what do you think he's going to get?
If he can find a team out there, and I can't really even think of one where he can go.
Shoot, any team will take him.
Somebody like that really has nothing, want to try to get fans in instead. He might look up there, but other than that, a contender's not going to tie their payroll up in a defensive tackle that ain't going to win you no Super Bowl.
How much? Okay, what is your number? What is your number you think he going to get? Years and money-wise.
Years is hard to say, but money-wise, it's going to be under, like he's looking for 13 million. It's going to be between 8 and 10.
Okay, first of all, you sick. And first of all, this contract is going to be about 3 or 4 years. You know, that's all they give them linemen, 3 or 4. They ain't getting no 10 years like Stafford. I mean, not Stafford, but Megatron. They only give them receivers and quarterbacks them years, but the offensive linemen, defense, like they only get 3, 4 years.
So where did you get this information from?
Huh?
Where did you get that information from?
Who got it? Okay, name me a lineman, an all-star lineman that got a 10-year, $100 million contract. My man.
Okay, name me a wide receiver got a 10-year.
Megatron just signed with 10 for $240.
240 million?
Yeah, Megatron, yes.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Oh, yes, dog. He making matter of fact, next year he's gonna make $24 million. This year I think he's making like 22. Hello? Did you fall out?
Yeah, no, I'm still here, but because I'm thinking of what's the guy that went to Washington? He got the 10-year deal. I mean, it's a bunch of lines, and most say that if you go look, if you get on your computer and look it up, offensive linemen last longer than wide receivers, so they're going to more likely sign a long-term deal with a lineman for a wide receiver.
So I think didn't Joe Thomas get like when he came in the league? Didn't he get like $50 million? Wasn't he the highest paid lineman?
I'm not for sure, but I'm about
no,
to.
my man, the dude Long that came from Michigan.
Yeah, Jake Long.
Jake Long. But it's no more. And you got to realize too, since they got the salary cap, which Suleiman was the last part of that, ain't no lineman gonna be making that type of money anymore. You know what I'm saying?
I'm telling you, dog, he about to get paid.
I mean, how do you figure that? Question for you. It ain't even about two. Can a defensive tackle push you over the hump to win the Super Bowl? No. The question that is no. So why would you put all your money into him?
Because he's going to be demanding that. He's in control of the line.
No. It ain't about what he's demanding. I'm talking to you, a GM. Why would you tap all your money in the suit? Now you're locked in with a defensive tackle that's not going to win the Super Bowl for you. I mean, so I'm confused.
I mean, he going to help you win the Super Bowl.
Yeah, but check it out. With that $100 million defensive tackle, let's say they give him, we'll say $15 million a year. That's even more than what he asked for. I can take, instead of that $15 million, I can take that $15 million to that one defensive tackle. I can get 3 defensive linemen at $5 million apiece and get me one of them outside linebackers that can make sacks, get me a middle linebacker that can make sacks and make plays, and 1 or 2 defensive players like a safety or a cornerback that can make plays. And I'm going to win the Super Bowl because the defensive line, nowadays, the way it's a pass-happy league, if you're not blitzing, you're not getting to the quarterback.
I mean,
so just paying the defensive tackle all that money, and now you have nothing around it, you ain't confident. You need to look at more of the major sports guys out there, band a whole lot of money, and offensive players, wide receivers, running back, and quarterbacks. But a defensive lineman, and matter of fact, if he was an offensive tackle, left tackle, well then, now you got to pay them top of the line. Because that's the main person that protects your $100 million quarterback. But a defensive tackle, man, you're not going to win the Super Bowl.
I mean, but it ain't that many good left tackles in the league now. You probably got like what, maybe 2 or 3?
Whoa. See, I understand. Evidently, you don't know what you're talking about because just about every of the 32 teams got an outstanding left tackle. If you notice, you don't really hear about it. That's just like the left tackle for the Denver Broncos. I'd never heard of him until he got hurt. You know, it's they say Manning will have a problem because his left tackle. Because these guys are unsung heroes. The linemen really don't get, especially the offensive linemen. You really
they don't get offensive
no
linemen don't get as much praise as the other players do.
So you don't really know about them until something happens. Say if a quarterback like in Chicago where the quarterback gets sacked all the time. Well, you know, they need one. Well, the same way with Detroit, the Lions. They were talking about, they just drafted a tackle to protect Matthew. Matthew was getting popped the first few years. You got to have the blind side coverage, G. That's just important. You cannot win on offense with the blind side not covered.
True.
Period.
But you can win on defense.
Right, but you still need the blind side covered on offense. In certain positions, man, you just got to see.
But defenses win championships. That's what they say.
So hold it. The top two defensive teams in the NFL got pretty good quarterbacks too, and that's Kaepernick and Russell Wilson. So what you're saying is, John, and if you name that, matter of fact, the Super Bowl champion the year before had a pretty good quarterback in Flacco. Flacco wasn't bad.
No, he wasn't.
You must have a quarterback, dog. There just ain't no way around. But you need defense too. Don't get me wrong. Defense wins championships, but you ain't gonna win one without a quarterback. And when I say that, I mean a manager, because the two quarterbacks I named, they're not gonna lead the league in pass.
Hey,
but
Guru.
when you need a play, they'll make it, and they make plays.
Hey, Guru, let me take that back about Calvin's contract. He signed an 8-year deal worth $132 million.
Oh, thank you for the apology.
You say, okay, so I was 2 years off, fool. You really gonna take credit for that?
Well, you said 240, man. I never heard that, but he up there with A-Rod.
He throw a number out there, Guru.
All right, man. Well, hey, we all make mistakes, bro. Hey, let me ask you a question. And let me ask you a quick question before we get you up out of here. Your boy, AP. Adrian Peterson,
I was about to ask
campaigning for Michael Vick to come that dog. I think that would be a great fit.
Yeah, but is it no lose situation?
Dog,
why wouldn't you have Mike Vick and AP in the back?
No, I'm saying is no. I mean, tell you, I'll bring them in. If it don't work out, I still got Ponder. So I mean, what you got to lose? And he can't demand a whole lot of money.
Exactly. Yeah, dog, I'll bring him in.
No, me too. I agree with you. I have no problem with it.
You know, I think them.
What do they have to lose? They really don't have a quarterback.
Exactly.
And then if Vic don't work out, you do have problems.
But AP already said that if they get Mike Vick, they already a playoff team.
All right,
I would agree with him.
All right, Guru, you ain't talking about nothing. Get back to work before I call your job and report you stealing money.
Yeah, you gonna report the same thing when I say, well, I'm stealing, you fraud.
You say, well, I'm doing what?
You committing fraud on your job.
All right, man. Okay, we're going to keep that in our hat.
All right, y'all.
All right, take it easy now. All right. Detroit Sports Jersey, name and where you calling from. They must have hung up. All right, let's take a quick break. We come back. We'll get off into some more. Let me get this thing, whatever. But anyway, let's take a quick commercial break. Come back, we'll get off into a lot of more NFL, exactly what's going on out there. I got an update on my 49ers. We'll be back after a word from my sponsor.
Detroit Sports Jersey is sponsored by Wellcard Health. Wellcard Health is the premier medical discount program. It offers discounts on doctor, dental, and vision visits, prescriptions, pet medications, diabetic care, lab tests and imaging, and much more. Wellcard Health is accepted at CVS, Walmart, Walgreens, and more. For more information, 800-285-5941 or www.consumerhealthresources.com.
All right, welcome back to Detroit Sports Jersey. Let's take this call real fast. Detroit Sports Jersey, name and where you calling from. Hello.
Hello.
You there, caller? All right, well, let's, I don't know what's going on here. You on the line, caller? Nope. Yeah, well, he must have hung up. Anyway, DC, check it out. My boy out in Frisco
Yeah, I know
Kaepernick
he's gonna talk about that.
wants to get paid $18 million a year.
No. Win the Super Bowl first, then
You know,
then ask for that money. You ain't won the Super Bowl yet.
I have a yes and a no on that. Let me give you the reason why. Okay. Top 7 quarterbacks, top 7 paid quarterbacks in the NFL.
right now.
Ain't a brother on the list at all.
Could have told you. I could have told you that.
Ain't a brother.
I could have told you that.
Let's take this call and see if we get this call. Caller, you on the line. Wait, name and where you calling from.
Uh-oh. Phone acting up.
We having some problems with the phone. But anyway, I don't know what's going on.
Caller.
You on the line, caller?
Hit the button.
Caller, name and where you calling from. All right, we having some technical, I guess.
Got it up.
It must be their phone. I don't know if they got it on mute or what. But anyway, DC, my boy Kaepernick wants $18 million. I'm gonna say no for the simple fact you're right. Win the Super Bowl first.
Right.
Okay, I'm gonna give you the top quarterbacks out here, and I'm gonna give you the reason why I think he should get it too. Also, number 7, Tony Romo making $18 million.
I'll give you that one.
Jay Cutler making $18
I'll
million.
give you that one.
Peyton Manning, he's gonna make $19
He
million.
got a Super Bowl ring.
Drew Brees making $20 million. Joe
got
Flacco making $20 million.
He got one.
Matt Ryan making $20 million.
He don't have one.
And Aaron Rodgers, the top, he's making $22 million.
A-Rod
Okay,
got
out of that 7, 1, 2, 3,
Four.
4 only done won the Super Bowl. Been to the Super Bowl and won it. So that's why I said yes.
I mean, if you take Romo off that
Let's
list,
try this line right here. Call the name, where you calling from?
Nope.
What's going on? He tried a different line too. That was a different line. I'm just saying, you on the line? Ain't even him on here. I don't know. But anyway, back to this Frisco.
Pick him up, and when he calls back, just pick it up and talk to him and see if he's there.
Okay.
Because I got
Right,
it.
call back.
Yeah, call back, caller. We're having some technical difficulties here, but call back. So, like I said, I think he should get it for that reason only. For that reason only.
Like I said, if you win the Super Bowl, then yeah, you get it. But if you take Tony Romo off that list, then yeah.
Hello. Hello. I can't still hear him at all. I don't know. But anyway, get to that later.
Right. I think if you take Tony Romo off that list, you can put Kaepernick at number 7. So, but everybody, I would. To me, he would have to win the Super Bowl
At least
first.
he done been to the Super Bowl. At least
but this
Cutler.
Yeah, Cutler, Ryan, and Romo, they ain't never
been to the Super Bowl.
Super Bowl. I agree with you. Yeah, if you had to call it by that, then yeah.
They never went to the Super Bowl. So that's the reason I have to give him this money. Now.
But here's the thing, though. If you give him his money and he don't win the Super Bowl, then what?
Okay.
That's another side to it, because if you do give him that money and he don't win the Super Bowl for Frisco, then what? Then you just be like, well, we gave him that money and he don't give us a Super Bowl ring. So you just be left with all that money you gave him.
I mean, you can say the same for Chicago and Dallas. I don't even think Romo even been in the playoffs, has he?
Twice.
And lost twice.
And lost
right?
twice, yeah.
We go again with the phone. You there, caller? I don't know. Maybe they phone's messing up. I don't know. But no, I wouldn't. I mean, as a GM, you're gonna be out.
But look at Dallas's GM. Who was that GM? Jerry Jones.
Jerry Jones.
That's why. That's why Romo got all that money.
Jeez.
Now Cutler, I don't know why he got all that money, but I wouldn't have gave him all that money.
No, I wouldn't have gave it to him either. But I understand what he's saying. You know what's going on. I mean, I know it's business in football. All these sports is nothing but business anyway.
Of course.
You know, that's all it boils down to, just straight up business. But yeah, if it's what he's going for and using the measuring stick, you know, I don't know. Maybe you'll have some luck with that, man. I don't know. Maybe you'll have some luck.
Work it out.
Yeah, I don't know. I ain't having no luck.
Hello?
I'm not having no luck whatsoever.
Oh, hold on.
Oh, you can hear him?
Yeah, I can hear him.
Put him on hold.
Put him on hold, yeah.
All right, go ahead, caller.
How you doing?
All right, go ahead.
Something up there on the radio?
You say what?
Is this the show you can win money on?
No, call back at 11:30. Yeah, that show comes on at 11:30. Huh?
Detroit Sports Jersey.
This Detroit Sports Jersey is what we talk. Who? Guru got fired. He got caught stealing. He got caught stealing the money. Where you calling from and your name?
And hey, Country Jeffrey calling from Nashville.
Oh, Country Jeffrey, huh? You back? Where you been?
I've been on vacation.
Okay, what's going on down there in Cashville?
Just nice sunny morning, like 65.
All right.
Wish we had that up here.
Yeah, 55 would be nice up here in the D right about now.
No, 65.
65?
That'd be nice too up here.
That'll be even better. So what's going on in the sports world down in Tennessee?
I don't know. I ain't gonna keep it up with the sports world.
Okay, well, let's take a walk in the day in the life of Country Jeffrey. When you hang up the phone, Country Jeffrey, what are you gonna do after you hang up the phone?
I kept calling y'all. My phone kept acting up.
I knew it was your.
I'm playing my Xbox and it's messing up. That's why.
Well, you gotta stop.
Electronics going on.
Hey, Country Jeffrey.
Yes, sir.
When we're gonna take a walk in the day of your life. So when you hang up the phone, what is your next step? What are you gonna do?
I'm about to play this Street Hoop on this Xbox game.
And how long you gonna sit there and play that for?
I don't know, probably about I'll probably get up there and cook me some breakfast.
What are you cooking?
Probably clean out.
What are you cooking?
For the rest of the day.
What are you cooking?
Make some bacon and eggs and some toast.
When you get through eating, what are you gonna do after that?
It'll take me a bath.
A bath?
What's that?
Okay, when you get out the bath, what you gonna do then?
Why you asking? Ain't you a sports show?
Yeah, but I just want to take live a day in your life. What's going on? Let's say.
On Monday.
Okay, let's fast forward. It's 6 o'clock tonight. What will you be doing at 6 o'clock tonight, Country Jeffrey?
I'll probably be chilling with my wife.
Chilling with your wife. Oh, that's good. Okay, now we fast forward. It's 10 o'clock. What are you doing at 10 p.m.?
Might be in the bed.
Okay. Your life don't sound too exciting, brother. I'm sorry. I thought you had some excitement for us. You gonna eat, Xbox, chill with your wife, and go to bed.
Well, I go for a walk today go to the park.
Oh, okay, going to the park. There you go, Country Jeffrey. Now we spicing it up a little bit. Well, anyway, what can we do for you?
I thought I could win some money, but I'm going to let y'all go, man, because I see I can't win no money up that way.
No, they done pulled, the IRS done pulled that contest. They said
I was the one that called in. My phone, I couldn't hear y'all. I think my phone was kept acting up, so I used my other phone.
Oh, yeah, the Guru, he stole all the money, so that contest no longer exists, so we sorry. Okay. We can send you some pencils and ink pens.
Y'all got about 7 more minutes before y'all get off the air.
We can send you some.
Y'all have a nice day.
Hey, Country Jeffrey.
What's up?
Okay, it's Monday morning, 8 o'clock. What are you doing?
Why you want to know what I'm be doing Monday morning, 8 o'clock? Monday morning, I might not give you. You don't know what the day called for. You don't know.
right, brother. You tell everybody down in the Nashville.
We got to see what the Lord brings.
Okay, I like that. You tell everybody in Nashville, Tennessee, we said hello from Detroit.
Okay.
It's Tuesday night, Country Jeffrey, 9 p.m. What you doing?
Oh, no.
All right, man. I'm going to go and let you go. You appreciate you calling in. All right, take it easy. That's Country Jeffrey, folks.
Oh my God.
Hey man, did you hear about that former Lions player gonna be a hit man, want to kill somebody?
No, I hear that.
Yeah, he played. I never heard of the guy, but he played for the Lions in '87, and out in California. I guess it was reported on TMZ.
He playing in the movie?
No. He played for the Lions in '87.
No, I'm playing. Is he playing a hitman in the movie?
No. This was real life.
Oh, he gonna be a real hitman?
No, they got him though. He was gonna somebody snitched. He was gonna put a hit out on him. It was about some I don't know, makeup people fight for somebody else, moved in the same building with them. It was all a big mess. But anyway, what I did, right, I searched who are the 6 most arrested, the NFL team that has the most arrests. I'm going to start with number 6. The Lions. Titus Young had 4 arrests. Brian McKinney, your boy, the offensive tackle for the Ravens, he had 4 arrests. This was all last year. Well, no. These are the teams that had people with the most arrests. Let me take that back. It was Brandon Marshall. He got arrested 4 times. That was all in
I know
Denver.
Brandon was one of them.
Yeah, Leroy Hill, the Seahawks wide receiver, 4 arrests. Kenny Brent, wide receiver for the Titans, he had 7. Now, of course, you know who the number 1 is, huh?
So?
No. Adam Pac-Man Jones.
Adam Pac-Man.
Played for the Bengals. He had 7 arrests. And I was looking on this list, right? I guarantee you, probably except Brandon Marshall, that's because he's still playing in Santa Bicca. All that legal, man, I bet that cost them. They broke now.
Yeah.
Then when you clown like that, it costs you, That's one thing they should teach them guys when they come out of college.
Shoot, they do have teachers. They got them little classes, them little ceremonies. They be talking to them rookies about what to do with their money, what not to do.
Before we get out of here, I told this person, they said they're going to be watching, right? They think I know everything. Let me ask you a question. Ian Kinsler played for the Tigers. He used to play for the Rangers last year.
Right.
He wished that the Rangers would go 0-162. What does that tell you?
Wow. You that mad?
You know what that tells me?
He mad.
He want to be there. I'm giving you a perfect example, right?
It's not like he mad because he left.
No, they traded him.
Oh, they traded him. That's what it said.
And he wants to be there. He don't want to be here. Cause I'm giving you a perfect example, right? Before we get off the air. Let's just say I live with you, right?
Uh-huh.
I don't pay no rent. I get 3 square meals a day. I mean, I don't pay you nothing. I'm living good. All of a sudden, you come to me be like, look, Will, your time is up, brother. I mean, you have to go find you somewhere else to live. Now, I go find me somewhere else to live. But yet, I wish your house would burn down. What did that tell you? That means I want to be back there.
Yeah,
I want to be back there.
And
Look
you,
what
and you mad.
Yeah, I'm mad. Yeah, I'm mad.
Yeah, mad
because you made me leave.
Yeah.
You got rid of me because I want to be there.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna sit up there and wish your house burned down because I'm happy. I'm mad. I'm mad
because you put me out.
That's why I try to tell this one Tiger fan. Oh, you think you know everything? How you gonna get that out of there? G Money, it's self-explanatory.
Because if you say I want a team to go 0-162, that means you mad.
Exactly. You don't want to be here.
You don't want to be here because they traded you. That's
because you want to be back in Texas.
Yeah. Just go and say that, but you don't want to say that because you don't want to make Tiger fans.
No professionals here. See you next week.
FM 88.1 WHPR, the Highland Park. This is